Hi guys, I'm here with the Good Old Days book that I'm still reading, and I found a story called Mama's Brooms. She made her own brooms, and you can see there from the picture, maybe, it's hard to, it's a little picture, you can see it's a handmade broom. Let's read this story. She preferred them over store-bought ones, and this story is by her daughter, LURA, ZERICK. And the story goes, every time I see yellow straw blowing in the breeze, I am reminded of the times when Mama would take the items she needed to gather straw and make enough brooms to last until the next year. She always wanted me to go with her, though I never understood why. Maybe I was too young to be left home alone. I didn't do anything but stand around and watched her until she finished a job. We lived in Holmes County in the Florida Panhandle, and this was in 1936. I was 5 years old. There was plenty of broom straw growing all around us. Mama knew which straw patch she would harvest. She chose the straw that was tall and bushy because this made the best brooms. As a little girl, I was surrounded by the tall straw and could see nothing but my Mama as she worked. First, Mama would cut the desired straw just above the ground and put it in a pile. When she had as much as she needed, she then held small portions of straw in her hand as she raked the knife back and forth along 2/3 of its length. She then took the twine she'd brought with her and the scissors and cut the length needed to tie the straws together. Starting just below the bushy part of the handful of straw, she twirled the twine around and around the straw until it reached the bottom. Then she tied the twine in a knot that would not come undone. As Mama finished each broom, she leaned them together for us to take back to the house. Maybe this was where I was needed, to help carry the brooms. We always had several brooms, and they worked very well for keeping our wood floors free of dirt. Some rooms had linoleum, and we swept those also. We had no carpets. After a few weeks of use, each broom would bend to the shape needed for sweeping with the right hand. Not only did Mama want the inside floors swept, but also the huge front porch and smaller back porch. This was my first job as a small child. I remember feeling so proud when she told me that I had done a good job. I was in my mid-teens before we had a store-bought stick broom. I felt like I was walking in tall cotton when I learned how to use it. I was so glad to have a new broom. In later years, however, I preferred to have an old-timey straw broom as well. Our floors were swept clean, but Mama also wanted our yard free of leaves, too. Look good for Sunday, Mama would say. Like all our neighbors, we didn't have a lawn. Our yard was dirt. We kept those clean with a kind of homemade broom that Mama made, and we called it a yard broom. Again, I went with Mama, this time to the creek bank, so she could get a tall gallberry bushes. She cut off the smaller limbs and then tied the bunch together with strong, flexible hay wire. We saved this wire, which my brothers had taken from bales of hay. With our huge fence yard, along with a big front yard outside the fence, it took several hours to complete the sweeping job there. My arms still ache when I remember using Mama's homemade brooms. At the same time, at age 83, I enjoy the memories of that simple way of life. I hope you guys enjoyed that story by LURA ZERICK, Mama's Brooms. Bye guys. God bless.